Hey guys, so the day has come today when we finally launch our 7 backend keywords tool for KDP. Super excited to finally be able to show it to you. As you know, a lot of time and a lot of work and a lot of testing has gone into this to make this possible for you. And yeah, so here it is. I'm going to quickly show you just an overview of this tool, get you familiar with it, and then I'll also go over all of the Amazon KDP rules and regulations for your KDP keywords. So in this tool, what you're going to see at the top is the ability to choose any of the Amazon territories. And then under search term is where you put in a keyword. So any keywords, your main keyword for your book. And I would recommend keeping it on the shorter side, so maybe between 2 to 6 words long. And then you simply click search. And then after a few seconds, the results will come up. So on the top row right here, where it has these empty slots, this is where you're going to put in the keywords that you want to use for your book. And from these options below, we have currently 7 options. It was actually going to be 6 options, but we decided to add one more output option, is where you start selecting the keywords that you like best for your book. So for example, if you look at option 1, here you have the choice of selecting all, and then it will add all of those keywords here for you. And you can just see a green check mark confirming that all of these have been added. And if you want to take one away, you can just simply remove it like that, or you can just unselect it right here, and then you'll see the plus sign showing up again instead of the check mark. So we can just select them all again. And if you wanted to, you could also click copy them all, and then you could paste them into a Google Sheet or other spreadsheets that you have for your research. So the reason we have different options is because people have different preferences when we did surveys from KDPers on how they like doing their 7 backend keywords. Some people have a preference on using long tail keywords and phrases, and some people have the preference of using a lot of single short words and getting as many of them into the 7 backend keyword slots. And some people like preferring doing a combination between long phrases and short words added. So that's why we have these different options to try and make this useful for as many people as possible. And then just one thing I want to show you here on the settings here. What you're going to notice is that some of these suggestions are short and some of them are a little bit longer. But if you click on extended, it's going to automatically add more words into each of the suggestions that still had room to get up to the 50 characters that is allowed by KDP. So let me just show you unselecting it and then selecting it. So if you want to get really precise to as close to 50 characters as possible for every single keyword slot, then you can click on extended. And then the next thing here is exclude words. So you'll see that there's a box that comes up. And what you can do here is, for example, type in the word books, and then it's going to remove that word from every single keyword suggestion that we have here. So you don't end up adding it to your keyword slots. And you can add as many words in here as you want to, and it will remove them all automatically instantly. And then here you'll see there's a excluded list. And this is a list that Cleo and I have created with about 400 different words that we would suggest you keep out of your 7 backend keywords. Some of them are brands, some of them are trademarks. Yeah, some of them just don't make any sense for books, but they could work for other Amazon products. But this is up to you. You can either exclude it or include it, and then play around with that and just see which one you prefer using. So yeah, this tool is very straightforward. So we can just look at some of these things. I'll make them unextended so you can see what these options look like. So for option 1 here, what it showed us is Sudoku books for adults, easy to hard, large print Sudoku puzzles for seniors, travel size Sudoku puzzle books, Sudoku books spiral bound in digest size, Sudoku puzzle books 1000 puzzles, Sudoku books for adults with solutions, adults, seniors, teens, teenagers, grown-ups, birthday. So in option 1, you can see that the first 6 suggestions were long phrases, and then the last box was just more of the target audience that could be benefiting from a Sudoku book. And you'll see that the different options have different algorithms and different outputs. So yeah. So if you look at option 2, it's Sudoku books for adults, medium difficulty, Sudoku books for kids, easy, Sudoku books for seniors, large print, Sudoku books with spiral binding, So obviously Spiral you might want to exclude since we cannot do Spiral with KDP books. Sudoku for beginners, Advanced Sudoku books for adults. So these are still phrases. And then here, if you look into option 3, you'll start seeing a bit of a difference. Here it's adults, puzzles, hard, easy, puzzle with large, medium. So these are just more different kinds of terms that could suit for lots of different keywords for Sudoku books. Then the next one here is brain, print, solutions, kids, game, senior size, pocket, spiral, travel, extreme, bound, ages, volume, full teens, your word, expert, challenging, activity, levels, pack, difficulty, form, over, level, page, more, samurai, ultimate, skills, collection, challenge, Father's Day, Easter, Halloween, Thanksgiving. So you'll see with this kind of option, you're going to get lots and lots of words that Amazon can use to create lots and lots of combinations for different keywords that your book could rank for. So this is just where your preference comes into play. And you just need to decide if you like phrases or if you like lots of different words. So that's just up to you. So you can either, like I showed you before, you can click on select all and it will add all of the keywords here. And then you can just copy your favorites selections, or you can just unselect them and then you can maybe choose one from here, one from this option, one from that option, and so on. And then if you didn't find enough suggestions that you felt happy with, you can also scroll down, and here is where the magic continues. So here you're going to see 4 different columns. The first column is going to have lots of actual search suggestions, and here we can see that we have 60 more that you can choose from. And if you like any of them, you can just click on add and it will add it to the top keyword slots for you automatically. Then here are 527 keywords for this search term we entered in. And these are ones without the main keywords as an exact match. So you can just go through this and you're going to find lots and lots and lots of good potential more ideas and also maybe even future ideas for new books. And then here we have single words not used in title. And this is just words that were not used in the search up top. So yeah, so these are just single words. So you can just go through that and you can add them one at a time and it will just keep adding them to a box that has space in it. So if you just click to add single words, it will keep adding single words in this one. And then it will continue adding it in the next available keyword slots. So the last row here is just different age groups and types of people that might be interested for books. So you can also just scroll through that here and get inspiration and add any of these words you think are relevant for your book. Yeah, so that's basically what this tool is. I'm sure as you start playing around with this, you're going to find that some of these options will become your favorites. But now, most importantly, let's go over all of the Amazon KDP rules for your backend keywords, because the tool is only there to help give you ideas and make it faster and easier, but you should still have the basic understanding and foundation of what Amazon wants for the backend keywords. So you'll see that this is also linked to right here for easy access. So at any time, you can just click on KDP guidelines and it'll open up this page for you. But here, let's just go through the best practices quickly. So here it says combine keywords in the most logical order. Customers search for military science fiction, but probably not for fiction, science, military. Then here it says use up to 7 keywords or short phrases. Keep an eye on the character limits in the text field. So here you can already see that Amazon is saying you can either use 7 keywords or short phrases. So this is why there's different opinions from YouTubers and preferences from users of what they put in their 7 backend keywords. Some put lots of short keywords, some put short phrases, some do a combination, but this is why. So next it says before publishing, search using keywords you're considering on Amazon. So obviously those would be search suggestions. If you get irrelevant or unsatisfied results, make some changes. So this would be based on the search term that you typed into Amazon. So here it says, when searching, look at the suggestions that appear in the search field dropdown. So this right here is, to us, is a really important clue, and that's how we like doing our research for the 7 backend keywords. We're a big believer that using your search suggestions from Amazon is the way to go when choosing your main keywords and your niche for your books. That's also why our research tool, Titans Pro, is so important, is because Titans Pro will give you all Amazon search suggestions, and it will do so in a very large amount. And as far as I know, it will give you more search suggestions than any other tool available. I could be wrong, but last time I checked, that seemed to be true. So here next it says, think like a reader. Imagine how you'd search if you were a customer. So you obviously just want to put in keywords that someone might be searching for or words that would be relevant for your book. So when we've made these different options and algorithms, this is what we've kept in mind. Everything that Amazon has been talking about is what we've tried to implement into options 1 through 7. And all of these keywords, they're coming from Amazon's data that we're getting. This data is not coming from search terms that users are entering or guessing or anything like that. All this data is coming from Amazon search suggestions. It's coming from competitors' data and from different algorithms that we have created over the last many months to make this all possible. So this is all Amazon data we're using and coming up with the best solutions based on what Amazon says are the best practices. So here, just to continue going through this, here it says keywords to avoid, information covered elsewhere in your book's metadata, title, contributors, etc. So they're telling you don't need to have double keywords. The next it says words already mentioned in your book. The next it says words already mentioned in your book categories, e.g. 19th century history. So if you choose any book categories for your book, you don't have to repeat those words. The next it says subjective claims about quality, best novel ever, etc. So these are the kind of words that we have added to our excluded list. We try to make as many of them in there as we could just to make it even easier and faster for you. Then it also says keywords to avoid are time-sensitive statements, new, on sale, available now. So all of these kinds of words are also in our filters. Then it says information common to most items in the category, such as the word book. So that's also included there. Spelling errors, variants of spacing, punctuation, capitalization, and pluralization, 80 gigabytes and 80 space gigabytes, computers, etc. Anything misrepresentative, like the name of an author not associated with your book. So one thing we've also done is taken a large number of author names and also included them in our list of keywords to avoid, just to once again make that even easier for you. But right now we are sitting at about 400 keywords. So the list is not fully complete, but we've tried to make it very extensive. So just always keep an eye out yourself. And then it says this kind of information can create confusing customer experience. Kindle Direct Publishing has a zero tolerance policy for metadata that is meant to advertise, promote, or mislead. So definitely always stay away from trying to cheat the system or mislead or some kind of tactics that are not like green hat SEO tactics. Just keep it clean, keep it simple, and try to be on the right side when it comes to your keywords. Then it says brands that you do not own or that you are not authorized to use. So once again, we've added a lot of brand names into our excluded list just to make it even easier and safer for you. Then it says quotation marks in search terms, single words work better than phrases. So this is again why some people prefer single words and some people prefer phrases, because right here it says that, but then here it says use 7 keywords or short phrases. And then here it also says look at the suggestions that appear in search. So it's a bit contradictory. People have different understandings of what it says. And yeah, so without getting into opinions, you just need to figure out what you prefer, whether it's single words or it's search suggestions or a combination of both. Cleo and I definitely like search suggestions, but we do a bit of mix of both. We like some search suggestions and then some single words. That's our preference, but just do whatever is best for you and what you think will work best. And then with time, you will also see what has been working best for your books. But just to make the point here, all of these suggestions here, they're going to have so many keywords that will be really good for your books. That's pretty much anything you choose will most likely be better than all the guesses that most people have made in the past for their books. So this tool really does make it easier. It makes it faster. It takes the guessing work out, and it just gives you more certainty and good chances of having better results than you did then without using this tool. And obviously the 7 backend keywords are really important if you want to give your book an additional boost in rankings, because the more keywords you can rank for, the more sales you're going to end up getting. So yeah, this is just a quick overview of this tool. We're currently in the process of moving. That's also why I don't have my camera on and don't have the right lighting and audio set up yet. But as soon as we're finished moving, which should be hopefully in a couple weeks, then I'll start making a lot of more videos, and I'll make a really in-depth tutorial showing you how we've been using this tool, because we've also used this tool for our own books. Yeah, I hope you found this short video useful anyways. And currently during the launch, you're going to have a huge sale we're going to give you 50% discounts. So make sure you take the advantage of that. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me on our website or email us back. And yeah, I'll see you soon with regular videos. Okay, bye.